You want to know the cold hard truth? I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit scared, as one might say. I still been able to figure out why it's being so weird with streamer mode not automatically turning on or off. Like, is it that hard for you? I guess we'll never know. But I'm a little bit worried about where we're going and what we're doing. I thought I had a comment or something written down that I wanted to use. Should have made a note about the note I wanted to read. Safi, you bingus, you blew it. You absolutely done blew it. I don't want to get into this further because I'm a little. I don't know, man. I last chapter was actually kind of nice. It was kind of good, you know. I was swinging, I was jamming, I was moving along, wiggly waggly. But that begs the question. Because I'm just nervous. I'm nervous about tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to be doing the stream. The first of Tory game, and I'm not sure if I'll keep it all together, you know? And I'm worried because every single time a chapter gets good in something that generally speaking is not good, it means that the chapter afterwards universally will just blow my gasket and make me not kill myself. Don't be like that, Safi. It generally speaking just makes me regret liking what came before. So I'm hoping, because apparently we're going to go into some deep plot and some deep lore with the characters here. It's going to be a real damn piece of work. So shall we go? I've never been more fucking nervous in my entire life. All I can think of is I ride the metro to Olivia's house. I pry the collar of my old man's tuxedo from my sweat-slicked neck as I reflect on the past week. It's hardly been any time since our date. I've already gotten others in mind, and Olivia has her own that she sadistically refuses to share. But now comes prom. Well, winter formal actually. Whatever the fucking difference is. As far as I'm concerned, me going to any school dance coinciding with the date, wait, as far as I'm concerned, me going to any school dance coincides with the day pigs sprout wings and fly. With a pig? Why does it have to be a pig? Why not pigs in general? And be ambitious with your metaphors. So I keep my eyes trained on the skyline as I get closer to the Paineses. But yeah, I decided to back off last week. I actually headed back to my apartment every day after school to give everyone their space. I'm past feeling like a leech at this point, but figured Olivia and I could use some time apart. Something, absence makes the heart grow fonder. I was admittedly also reading too into Sigma posts about how you gotta make girls want you. Trust me, Anon, that shit doesn't work. It will not. If it does work, it's not a healthy relationship, and if it doesn't work, well, it wasn't supposed to work in the first place. Sound like setting your house on fire to get your insurance money. Like, sure, that shouldn't work, and if it did work, I don't know, man. I mean, fuck insurance companies for one, but don't do it. You might destroy something you didn't mean to. It's not a clean process. It's on top of the fact that, like, you still have to figure out how to spend all that dang money. Gotta buy a new house and everything. You'll be in between for a while. By the time I realized it was retarded, I'd already convinced myself that she could still use alone time for a painting. I mean, if she doesn't want you to see the painting and it's like half work to keep you away, then yeah, she probably needs a little bit of space. Disappointed as she was, she also quickly saw it as a chance to focus. It did always feel like I was splitting her attention by watching one of her favorite shows right next to her. Still, we text so often that it makes me wonder how much progress she can be making. I mean, it's worth noting that, at least in the last one, they were together and they were talking a lot. Like, just your passive presence makes her chatty, which is distracting no matter how you cut it. I spend a good hour, sometimes two, after school every day, learning steps to dancing. Ballroom stuff, waltzes, slow dance. I got through an entire fucking week before I realized that I'm the biggest dumb fuck in all of Folk Caldera Bluffs. She can't dance! God damn it, am I an asshole for being disappointed in that? Of course I am. I can still sway on the dance floor, maybe simple steps I learned to impress her. Wishful thinking. I mean, like, I don't think she was ever looking forward to dancing. Like, the ending for one, I still don't know if I like it. Because, again, when you do stuff like that, you create the metaphor that her disability is something to be overcome and cured instead of something she has to live with that will forever color her life. Like, you could make it, like, in real life, right? Something like that would be an adorable, cute, fun moment. But in a story, everything ultimately becomes tainted by the power of apophenia. Those who don't know what apophenia is the tendency to see connections and patterns, even if there aren't necessarily any. And it's worth pointing out that Death of the Author states that the author's intent doesn't fucking matter. If you write a story in which you're really saying that, man, it'd be fucking great if Hitler won and all the Jews were dead. It doesn't matter how you slice that cake. That's still what your text could be implied to say. And I don't know, man. Death of the Author says that's a valid interpretation. Even if you include a little section at the beginning saying, man, I sure do love those Jews. Man, am I sure glad the Holocaust didn't work out. You could say that, but if your story says the opposite, and if someone hell, even if it doesn't, and someone just interprets it and goes, man, if you look at all these scenes, there's a lot of these things that are like dog whistles that the author never heard about. They didn't even use them as dog whistles. They didn't even know. And it's like, but apparently you can. And what are you going to do, right? Definitely the author says, fuck it, man. There's nothing you can do. You can't fight something that you didn't make, because you don't know what it is. Just as clueless as everyone else. I mean, it'll be funny when that guy gets laughed out of the room, I guess. God. Look at the ghostly lavender carnation in my hands as my stop approaches. Probably the last bit of advice my old man gave me. My old Tux, well, I'll be, was the most impressive I ever heard him sound. What about the flower? Flower? Cry, son, the flower, the one they wear at prom. This isn't exactly a prom. Oh, that's as good a reason as any to phone it in, then? I don't, as any taints the sentence in a way. Just say that's a good reason to phone it in, then. Because as any goes the other way, it's like double negatives and shit. Is it looking on you like this girl, right? Yes, I gulped, hoping he couldn't hear the admitted fact that she's a Saurian. Don't know how backwards my parents are on that front, but no need to be disowned for real before I'm out of high school. Then get her a goddamn flower! I heard an unintelligible feminine voice add something, and my father corrected, and make sure it matches that purty dress of hers. Whatever the hell that does. So that people know you're with her when she puts on her I'm with idiots shirt. Yeah, thanks, Dad, and thank Mom for me, too. Oh, she knows, and save that thanks for whatever gal decided to pick you. Classy, like every conversation with him, it trailed off after the main business end was addressed. He cheated between insults and almost compliments before he unceremoniously called it and hung up on me. I mean, I tried harder than... I mean, admittedly, I still stand by that Anon's parents are kind of secondary to much of Snoot Game's plot, so there's a reason we don't see him. The charm of my stop snaps me from the memory of what may as well be my last conversation with him. Dude, you're not having a school shooting. This is not ending one Snoot Game. Jesus. It's bittersweet, in spite of how little love is left between us. But it did get me here. So, thanks, Dad? I see a number of other groups on their way to formal, boarding the metro and milling about. Luckily, I was able to schmooze a more stylish ride, but that remains to be seen, I suppose. Oh, yeah, because Anon can't afford a limousine. How are we doing this? Oh, that's nice. I like that. I was about worried that Anon actually got himself a limousine, and that wouldn't make any sense. My arrival at the Payne household is a real red carpet event, with Sophia flattering my second-hand duds to no end. Oh, she's glazing you, man. She knows it's bad. She's glazing. She has to. Someone's got to pick up the slack here. I take the chance to thank her for letting me know Olivia's dress color. Apparently the matriarch had it made from scratch and was all too willing to help out when I explained why I needed to know it. Liz gave a wave as I entered. She's wearing a low-cut blood orange is the way I describe that dress. It's a bit much. I think I've called out Liz's dress before, that she already has so many gosh dang colors, and she just throws that on top of everything else. I think it's legitimately kind of bad. But let me see if I can find Liz's dress. Prom heads? No, they should be on their bodies, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit much. And it gets worse when you realize she's also wearing purple on the necklace and yellow on the necklace. And then she has red. Like, Jesus, Liz, pick a color. Also, open toes in this weather? You step in one pile of snow, Liz, and your feet are just frostbitten. And not one, but 2 pieces of neck bling. Huh. Well, with all that real estate, why not? Amen! Damien throws his arms out in time with his frills. What you think of the threads, man? Honestly, he's wearing a three-piece tux with a red bow tie and vest. At least for him, it is extremely baroque. I gave him a smirk. Dressed like a vampire, dude. As drippy as a hell one, but still a vampire. Hey, vampires are sexy, right, Liz? He throws his arm around his towering date, and she immediately flushes to the opposite end of the color spectrum, eyes widening. She was not ready for his game, even now. I mean, it's a hell of a fucking thing to throw out there, man. I shake my head with a chuckle. Is Olivia ready yet? She should be getting dressed.
Oh, she should be getting dressed right now, Anon.
Sophia says after snapping a few photos of a flustered Liz and Damien couple. I would like to point out that Damien is her son. She should be taking pictures of both.
You can go in and check on if you'd like. Is it true that you sprung for...
Whoa, that's a surprise. Randy stops his wife short of the reveal, giving me a wink. I return as I head to Olivia's room. Besides, it's no limo, it's just a ride. Oh, that's a cute call-out. That's such a cute call-out. That's a tasteful one. You're not calling attention to it, it's Anon giving a little bit of self-deprecating humor, and it's a cute one. Come on. We're starting off strong this chapter, my goodness. Was Receiver Kid just always good at writing and he's just been pretending to write hot dog shit? Because so far, we're on track for, it's alright. I might just like it. I might just come out saying, man, that was, the ride was rough, and this guy does not know how to fucking plot for shit, and he doesn't know how to localize one plot to a new character. But once he got going, once he was like in the last 25%, at the very least he didn't crash right into a train, and managed to pull off a pretty neat, he was flying through the air after he hit that buffer and landed on his feet. Pretty impressive, all things considered. I had a good time. Man, how do you recommend someone this? It starts off really slow and kind of lame, and then it gets frustratingly bad. And then I don't know, this is kind of... What a glowing recommendation. I only realize how quickly my heart is racing when I reach her door. Calm down, Anon. It's only Olivia. In a dress. Oh yeah, you're fucked. What is the dress? Anon, are you a fucking prude? Come on! I shakily knock on the door and take a step back with a steadying breath. I almost got it, Auntie. Be on a sec. I put on a high-pitched voice, mimicking Sophia terribly.
Oh, shall we just send away the bald skinny guy? Well, that showed up then.
Even through the door, her sharp notes were saying, you know she'd never say that. F for the impression. Yeah, everyone's a critic. Can I come in? Still getting dressed. I throw a glance down the hall. Again, I'm pretty sure she's in the room that's directly next to the TV. Which would make sense, since she's not supposed to be here. She's a guest and all. My response racing out faster than I can think better. Cool, your jets, bro. Horny jail! I'll be out in a second. Second part was more muffled as she must turn away from the door. Oh, no use in arguing, I'll head back to the living room, fidgeting with the carnation box in hand. Damien relents with whatever sweet nothing she's using to paralyze Liz long enough to address me. So, Anon, what's in the box? Like a carnation for Olivia. But this isn't exactly prom. This isn't exactly prom, Anon. Yeah, that is quite literally probably what it's called. Actually, if you want it to be extra super duper funny, right? If you want it to be really funny, you would look up her heads and you would just pick the one. Which one would it be? Is there a thinking one? There is no actual thinking one. I guess you could go with Spur, Liz, Face, Brom, Skeptical.png. And Anna will be the kind of person to know those exact kind of sprites, so... Not from, the fourth wall, but, he probably knows enough video game bullshit to know how files might be named. Hey, give me a break. It's my first anything. You should not mention your dad told you. I've gotten shit for mentioning, hey, someone else told me this would be a good idea, and I don't know anything, so I kind of went on their expertise. The inquisitive expression melts you. Well, I'm sure she'll love it. Oh, what? Olivia chimes from behind me. When it grows as stiff as a threaded screw. Is a threaded screw especially stiff, though? It takes an inordinate amount of effort for me to even partly turn my head. To be fair, depends on the metal. Depends on the metal, if anything. But I guess the threading would provide a certain degree of rigidity compared to, say, a nail. As soon as I catch a glimpse, I'm on my feet and turn towards her. Each segment of my brain flickers as I try to find the words to comprehend what I'm seeing before me. What are we going with dress-wise? I hope we're not going with the ending 4 dress. I hate that one. It is so stupid. I'm not saying it's a bad dress. It's just, such a fucking, come on, man! It's a bit too princessy. I mean, she tries to look confident, but... Ugh. I gotta agree with a friend of mine that like ending 3 looks the best, if only because she gets to keep her wild hair, and it's just a cute little dragon dress. I just realized that yeah, ending 1 looks so bad. I love how it's also still called the reveal. Oh, we get the oh my god! I love how it's the same as the ending 2 review actually. Ending 1's original wife, but she's like, I can't believe I have to talk to this guy. It is just her face, though. They really cheaped out on... I mean, to be fair, there's a second dress reveal, so they wouldn't make too many changes, all things considered. But is that dress lavender? I mean, it has purple shading, but I just kind of thought that was the generic shading color they went with. If it is supposed to be lavender, I never noticed. Also, I don't know how her breasts work in that thing, because, like, if you just draw a dress directly onto someone's boob shape, it never looks great. Like, just put in the tiniest little pinch of, like, the flesh, because boobs are very soft. And you know, I'm just saying that, like, there are multiple ways to support a booba. One is you cup them, one is you clinch them. I imagine there's other ways, but those are, like, the ones I can immediately think of. But none of them involve a boob sock, you know? Not smooth, at least. You got a little pinch, just like an actual sock. And this is fashion advice with your boy, Safi Crook, or I guess this is Safi advice with your boy, Fashion Crook. Just fucking spat at this. No! It could be shortened to Fashy Crook, and that's not good either! No! Fuck. You know there's some asshole who just do a fucking... who's gonna wait until I actually get a banner for my YouTube channel and slaps it on there. Fucking... Oh, someone's posting that fucking... Tom Scott says, "Knoppet." It goes, ah! And vanishes. Oh. Her dress is white, with a light lavender glimmer when the light hits. Oh yeah, it is like that, yeah. I got my eye fell on the wrong one, but hey, nice tangent. Like Sophia said, Lavender Ryan. Oh, god damn it, we're using ending 4! Ah, oh, fuck, I hate that one. It's just too much. Like, it works for Inko, I guess, because Inko's a bit of a flat guy, but he's not supposed to be. Shouldn't... I don't know, man. Like, come on, man, you're not going to a wedding. Elbow-high gloves, silken collar, and vintage shoulders, with extreme opulent beauty without being gaudy. I thought she had little speckles on her shoulders, too, but I guess not. Oh, she does, but they're, like, really subtle, and with the shoulder coverage, it's fairly minimal, or covered up, actually. No, those are in the middle of her arm. No, they're just covered up. I'm being very skeptical. Listen, if you're going to criticize Steven Universe for being an off-model, I will come after you. Oh, that's just pedantic. Also, Steven Universe is way worse about it. Not that it matters. Again, you know what they say. As long as it works on the first viewing, what do you really got to worry about? Fucking Netflix being as it is. Ugh. And she's got a tiara. I would complain about the femininity of the situation, but this is one of the canon outfits, and for the most part, I just don't personally like the outfit. I just don't like it. It's not my kind of style, okay? It's too princessy! And the hair looks like a queen instead of a princess. Come on! And the little tiara's all spicy. I don't know. Use her eyeshadow and eyeliner combo. Some impeccably refined now. She has a raised, cocky eyebrow. There's a lot of eyes in 2 sentences, knowing full well what spiral the whole look is sending into. Well, thoughts? Feels like everyone else answers before me, all versions or variations of approval. I'm mesmerized, however, unable to close my jaw. The same confident leer is wiped from her face as everyone waits for my response. Well... The voice is a hoarse whisper, and I remember that this is Olivia. Sure, I've never seen her so dressed up, but it is just her. My girlfriend. She's stunning. Jeez. Expected a bit more than that, you know, put the dramatic pause. Yeah, fine. I'll write a poem later. No need to keep everyone here all night. No, this is, for you. Oh, God, I should have said that. It would have been more joie de vivre. Oh, this is for you. I hold out the carnation box. What? It keeps using the fucking word carnation. Oh, it's like a frilly flower. Okay, gotcha. Just wondering, it's like a very specific word to be thrown around 5 times. Oh, the carnation box. See now that she has a painted canvas under her arm. Oh yeah, like only in ending 4 does she have the painting, and it is under her arm, which probably is why her sass is as sassy as it is. She takes it with a free hand and apply a question to raise eyebrow before she flicks it open. Her eyes gleam and singing, clearly surprised. I'm expecting another jab that it isn't prom yet. But she knows that it's out of tradition. But if she knows that it's out of tradition, she doesn't say it. Auntie, I can narrowly spy her tail flicking low below. I can narrowly spy her tail flicking low behind her. Can you help me with this?
Of course, sweetheart.
Sophia tilts her head with a smile, carefully giving her goddaughter a fix of the faux flower to her dress. Ugh. What a combination you picked there, buddy. I could just make out her whispering something to Olivia, but I don't have a chance in hell of making out. We do not have telescopic ears and unconfirmed. Thank God people are allowed to keep some secrets. Whatever it is, it causes Olivia to beam a toothy grin before she huskily replies, "Thanks, Auntie." Sophia forces us to get an obligatory string of photos on a disposable camera. I check my phone somewhat nervously. Alright, should be here too, but it's more of a gamble than I like to admit. My nervous glance catches Liz's eyes, to which she merely shrugs, far from being the backup. Finally, a series of 3 sharp honks pierce the air outside. Oh, thank God! Who's that, Adam? Alright, of course! Her eyes flit to Liz, who shrugs, saying, "In these clothes? I mean, I would've, but Anon had something else lined up. Also, in sandals, Olivia? I'd rather be in the backseat."
We were gonna pay too, but I think it's one of his mob connections or something.
Damien jokes with a waggle of his eyebrows. Yeah, that's skinnies for you. They know the mob. I quickly grab a hold of Olivia's chair. Good night, Randy and Sophia. We'll be back by midnight. Anon! Olivia starts before the G-force has rejected to force her to be silent.
Have fun, you two.
Don't do anything we wouldn't.
Randy!
God, she knows what that includes. I'm afraid Olivia will get liplash as whip. I said it right, but I said it wrong. At how she's turning her head this way and that to try and look at everyone. Before she can protest more, we're already out front, spying our waiting carriage. It's certainly no limo, it's better. It's a yellow taxi van, twice the size of a normal one. It's even handicap accessible, so Olivia doesn't even need to leave her wheelchair. Feeling smart for this one, especially when we all pile in and it doesn't reek of smoke.
Well!
I love that we're bringing him back. I felt that he had a little too much screen time not to be included at least one more time. He deserved one more time, in my opinion. They used him once in the taxi, once at the wedding. You gotta use him at least 3 times, or it feels a little weird, especially considering that he's a fan favorite.
Oh, 2 lovely couples out for prom, eh?
He's taking more seriously than I'd expected, all done up in his own suit and matching driver cap. He's probably reusing his wedding suit! Formal, actually.
Huh? Then what's good combination?
Step right into that one. A great conversation, as always, with this guy. Bring my hand forward to shake it and palm him a crisp Benjamin I was hiding until then. Don't want the others to know just how much I spent on this. Something I could do, so I did. Something relatively cheap, honestly, even if it cleans me out for what? Jesus Christ, the whole Ben Franklin? All of the Bloonjamins? You gave this man a whole Bloonjamin? Jesus, that's a lot of money. I mean, admittedly, in the later rounds, you're going to be swimming in them Bloonjamins, but you know what I mean. Malcolm nods. Don't call him that. He's your driver. Address him as the driver. Malcolm nods at me that and takes off. Somewhat smoothly, rather than usual terror, when we spend the whole way to the venue in conversation with each other. Surprisingly, the cabbie doesn't interrupt us at all, or pay us any mind like he usually would. Well, because he's being a professional. It's a short trip, however, and everyone spills out ahead of me. Take a moment to grab the driver's attention. Hey, thanks again, mister. You hold up a hand.
Okay, come on, we're just 2 guys in a business exchange. No need to regard me as sir or mister. Any other honorific? Besides, I'm glad I could do this for you and the girl. And those other 2 widows, I guess. Why was the beanstalk so red?
Just the nerves. Yeah, something like that. This is a first for me dealing with adults, admittedly. Shit, I guess I am one too now. Thanks, Malcolm. I'm about to exit him when he stops me, deftly slipping something into my tuxedo pocket. What's this?
Oh, your hundo kit. You could use it more than me. I'll park away over there always and wait for you. No rush. Company's not expecting this cab. It's not expecting the cab back or running the meter.
You're not on the clock? Take this for yourself, like a tip.
Oh, insistent, Dolly. For real, kid. I always thought it is a charity. Like I said, the company doesn't care about this heap, and even the missus thought it was a good thing to do.
Yeah, did you forget that his wife works at your school?
then take it for her. Come on, what a kind of newlywed debauchery could you get up with this?
Oh, wait, no. It's Anon talking. I can see both of them doing it, though. I waggle the bill forward towards him again. Then take it. Come on. What kind of newlywed debauchery could you come up with this?
In this economy, not as much as you hope of. You twist my arm.
I do appreciate that Anon's not... I mean, admittedly, isn't that what the last chapter was also kind of about? Is Anon, like, spending money a little bit more? Like, sure, he can't afford it, but he's giving to those that he cares about. And that's character. Like, at some point in a story like this, if you actually have character development, I have to tell myself, Safi, this is no longer the Anon we know. There may not even be an Anon from an ending we know. He gingerly accepts the bill back before nodding for me to exit. After that, must have seemed like an awkward amount of time, I get out of the van and meet the others on the curb. Everything okay? Yeah, just talking. He's a good guy, knows the new Atticon. The name stabs to both of us, but for Olivia, it's a mere whinge, quickly replaced by a wistful smile before she regards her covered canvas. Gotcha. Oh, come on, line's so long, we might as well get it ready. Might as well get in it already. Well, for an artiste who's speaking theology, we're practically staff at this point. I start pushing her past the line. We, huh? Well, you. Liz is quick to corroborate my bullshit. Oh, at least... I am at least an organizer. And I think to say that you're... And I think I can say you're essential to the festivities with that painting, Olivia. We pass by dozens of waiting couples without shame as Olivia is sure to flash the covered Converse? Shoes? Ben is ahead of the line, seemingly back to his usual energy. I mean, it's Ben. He's probably putting on a show face. It's a bit disconcerting to see him so wired like this again. If anything, he seems more manic than usual. Almost strained. Ah, you guys, you've made it. He taps his fingers quickly on his clipboard as his eyes dart between all of us, landing on Olivia. And Olivia, you look nice. Not to say that you don't usually look any worse, but... Yeah. Hey, Ben. Olivia responds as laconically as ever. But to Ben, it's a miracle, and his eyes open at the simple address. Why? Like, I get that it's a proper word to use, but Anon's register is a bit weird. Whatever. We're dealing with a new exotic Anon now. Damien, meanwhile, has taken to signing himself and Liz in before bolting through the doors. Her neck and head now quickly in tow. Ben harshly clears his throat before falling to a more formal tone. How have you been since, Better. I think making the painting really helped. You saw early draft once, but... We're doing the fucking tail rise thing. Whatever. It's the first one of the evening. It's fine, I guess. He sighs heavily, his entire body sagging under an invisible weight. Like Atlas. Come on! I know. At least I think I do. So many pictures left unseen, right? Paintings in your case. I'm sure he was thrilled with everything he saw. And he'd be more than happy with the outcome, Olivia. Olivia lowers her head, exhaling. Then she rises. Dons an appreciative smile. Everyone's putting on a show tonight. It passes in the blink of an eye, but for a moment they share trauma on equal footing. Not like before. I wish I could say the same for myself. But it's nice to see them come to terms at least. Well, but keep everyone moving. Sorry for keeping you in. I hope you two enjoyed the formula. He hands us the clipboard to sign ourselves in, and after a scribble from both of us, we make our way past him indoors. 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 Shit! I pulled that off without my voice killing myself. And cracking. Good job, Safi. You deserve a drink. A nice wet one. You know, what they mean with dry wine is that you'll be gurgling sand afterwards.